Selamat datang semuanya, kembali lagi di acara Artis Talk pameran Prisoner of Incrementum Day 3. So, sebelumnya, perkenalkan, aku Andrea, who will be your moderator for today. Dan untuk sesi ini, kita kedatangan 6 seniman, yaitu Kaira, Sheika, Jasmine, Nevira, Kiara, and Ibam. But for now, we're going to start off with cabang medium tulisan. So, untuk para seniman, dipersilahkan untuk perkenalkan diri. Who's going to start first? Kaira mungkin?
Oh, oke.
Oke. Namaku Kaira. Aku dari batch 7. Karena memang Prisoner of Incrementum itu dari batch 7. Terus itu proyek aku tuh soal faktor-faktor yang bisa menjadi penyebab kerendahan nilai literasi matematika seseorang, dan medium aku adalah infografis, makanya aku tulisnya tulisan. Itu introduksi aku.
Oke, silakan Sheika atau Jasmine.
Okay. So, hi, my name is Chika, or you can also call me Monet. And my work, my karya, is an experimental illustrated verses where I use text and illustration to tell a story.
Jasmine.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and my project is about an online horror novel about two children who were raised in a slaughterhouse and were raised by a serial killer father, but they found an escapism to find a way to destroy a criminal community that existed.
Great. Oke. Coba ceritakan sedikit dong background karya kalian buat pameran ini. Boleh mulai? Mungkin dari Monet?
Okay, so the background of my work is that I experienced a massive loss a few months back, where I lost 4 of my cats in close proximity with each other. And so that prompted me to channel my feelings of grief into a tangible medium, such as text and visuals.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we could move on to Kaira mungkin, or Jasmine.
Oke, aku. Background aku emang dari kelas 10, aku emang udah suka sama apa sih yang terkait dengan memecahkan masalah dan hitung-hitungan. Makanya pas kelas 10, aku itu sempat bikin kayak kuesioner soal analytical thinking, tapi kuesioner tuh kayak based on concepts of numbers and numbers in general gitu. Dan sekarang pas kelas 10, aku benar-benar lebih spesifik ke aku mencari tahu kenapa orang tuh bisa nggak suka sama matematika, kayak salah satu penyebabnya apa, dan aku cari tahu itu dari literasi matematika. Dah.
Sick. Okay, Jasmine, what about you?
So I was inspired by so mostly this project was like really back into like last year 2020. So I was inspired by, I know this is embarrassing, but I was like reading a lot of mature fanfics. So it's like a silly fan fiction, but by means like mature is like a really good paragraph, and then like the writing style is also good. And I also watched like a horror movies back then when I was like 5 years old, and I don't know, I was like little, I was like really into like horror movies, so I was trying to like experiment myself, like try to make a horror fan fiction.
That's so sick. Okay, terus kalau proses pemilihan isu atau proses brainstorming buat karya kalian tuh gimana? How was it? Boleh Kaira mungkin.
Oh iya, oke. Jadi sebenarnya prosesnya kayak tadi sih aku emang udah kayak aku udah mikirin untuk apa sih nyari tahu gitu, find out something about ketidaksukaan orang sama matematika dan kayak apa sih pokoknya persepsi negatif terhadap matematika dan kayak kenapa gitu, makanya I decided untuk akhirnya I finally do it pas kelas 10 dan aku ngelakuinnya kelas 11 dan aku ngelakuinnya lewatin literasi matematika dan udah ada studi yang membuktikan bahwa jika literasi matematika kamu rendah, pemikiran klinis kamu bakal rendah juga, dan itu mungkin bisa jadi jawaban untuk kenapa orang yang nilai literasi matematikanya rendah pasti dia juga gak bakal suka sama pelajaran matematika. Itu hipotesis aku dari awal. Itu background.
Jasmine. Hello? Jasmine or Monet?
Okay. What was the question? Sorry.
Proses brainstorming atau pemilihan isunya gimana buat karya ini?
Well, okay. So my artwork has actually gone through a lot of versions. The first ever thing that I actually attempted to do was a webcomic, and then that was, changed because of time and skill that was needed, that was necessary, wasn't really met. So I changed that to a light novel, but even that took way more time than I initially thought, and that's how it became what it is now. And the reason why it started out as a webcomic was when I was going through my grieving period. I coped with my feelings at the time by watching movies like Ghibli and shows like Little Witch Academia, and so I originally wanted to make an artwork, or like a literature that would help me sort of cope through it, as in like I was trying to put myself into the universes that I've been watching, to kind of alleviate my own feelings at the time, but it didn't really work out. But I turned to the lessons that I've had from conceptual writing, and then mix that with just the skills that I already have for illustration, and that's how the artwork become how it is to this point.
And Jasmine, what about you? How is your brainstorming process?
So my brainstorming process was like really, really mixed, but I'll just give out the points. So when you're like listening to music like on Spotify or like YouTube or anywhere else, it makes you kind of like imagine a scenario, like a random funny scenario, or like get the vibe with the music. That's also a part of like inspiration, but it's also a part of the brainstorming. And then it's also another reason I didn't want this project to actually be for Erudio. So it was actually just like a private project, but then like I didn't know what kind of project that I wanted to make for like second grade, the end term. So I just want like, you know what, I'll just put this private project as not private anymore. So I'm just gonna give this silly project exist.
I see. What kind of music were you listening to? Is there like any particular band or like?
My music taste is like really diverse, so I can like listen to like any genre if you want to show me. Like I can accept anything.
I see. Terus kalau untuk pengalaman pembuatan karya kalian masing-masing kayak gimana? Was there like any interesting stories that you want to share? Or like just the procedure in general? Gimana?
Aku ada yang mau diceritain.
Oke.
Jadi aku tuh awalnya tuh medium aku tuh sebenarnya makalah, dan I did struggle with makalah aku, kayak bahasa aku masih kayak apa ya, what's the word, bahasa aku tuh masih jelek gitu lah pokoknya, kayak I'm not fit to write an essay. Jadi udah kayak sampai bulan terakhir gitu, akhirnya medium aku berubah. Aku dari jadi makalah ke infografis, karena aku diskusiin juga sama guru aku kalau misalnya aku naruh makalah gitu di apa sih, di pameran, kayaknya the chances of someone reading it from dari awal sampai akhir is very small. Jadi aku ngeganti jadi infografis, dan menurut aku infografis juga cukup cocok sih sebagai mediumnya, karena kayak itu it provides both visual yang bagus dan tempat untuk penulisan yang bagus. Jadi aku ganti gitu dari makalah ke infografis for Indonesia.
I see. What about the others?
Like I said earlier, kan kayak the project itself has seen so many versions. Like I already made like a few panels that I originally wanted to do for the light novel, and I already had I made like islands, and I made a lot of things that eventually the karya just devolved into something that wasn't what I wanted to do in the first place. It became more shallow, and it just felt like I was capitalizing off my own feelings, because I wanted to make something like at the time I wanted to make something so grand and so like great, and I kind of lost sight of what I initially wanted to do. And so that's when I watched a performance on a Korean TV show covering the song Breathe by singer Lee Hai, and it really just kind of grounded me back to like what I initially wanted to make. And after that performance, I just kind of sat down and wrote I wrote like everything down, like everything I was feeling, and that's how the karya eventually became. That those short kind of outbursts of feelings are what I turn into verses and little stories, sort of.
Cool. Jasmine?
This is also a part of my research. So I did like a lot of research. Like I did a survey, and then I also did like search for articles and websites, and it was like really random. And but I think I'll go to the survey. That's what's most interesting. So my history of like doing research with surveys. At first, I did like this really complicated kind of like asking the respondents to do some basic question, and then I want them to like role play in that questions that I'll made. But then like after 360 feedback, and then after like discussing about my survey, it was like really complicated, and I also didn't have any kind of how to make a role play prompt, so it was really difficult. And then I discussed with my friends, and then we made up with like some kind of character design concept. So I in the survey it was like it's just asking like what kind of character that you wanted to make. So I will just grab the concept from the respondents, but it's not gonna be like fully accept everything in that concept. If does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So okay, yeah. So well, so far the whole research it was kind of funny.
Interesting. I've never really heard anyone like try to do that kind of way for a story, but sick. Okay, for the next question, we have did you have any kayak kesulitan atau tantangan yang dialamin pas proses ini? And if so, gimana kalian kayak melewati tantangan-tantangan tersebut?
Aku boleh duluan. Jadi aku punya kesulitan waktu itu sama penulisan sih. Aku tuh kayak I'm not really, ironically enough, I'm not really the person untuk kayak baca buku sampai dari awal sampai akhir. I don't really like reading and staying di kayak satu tempat dan melakukan sesuatu yang sama gitu untuk waktu yang lama. Jadi aku dari sini belajar untuk kayak memperbaiki literatur aku. Aku belajar untuk memperbaiki pembahasan aku, tulisan aku, dan aku paling kesusahan di situ, dan akhirnya I think I improved situ soal penulis.
Right. Good for you if you have succeeded. What about Monet or Jasmine? I don't know why I thought for a moment there. Gimana?
I'll go. The kesulitan. I think I ran into a lot of issues, mostly one where I kind of overestimated my own skills at the time, and I thought I'd be able to make a light novel in just a span of like 6 months. And because of that overestimation, I kind of kayak nyepelein the research that I was supposed to do, and I was just like, oh, I'll just do this on the fly, and I'll just I can like I felt very confident in being able to like do it, you know. So when the time comes to actually make it, I was very overwhelmed, and I realized how many plot holes I had in the story that I originally went with before moving over to the end result, which is the karya. But yeah, I felt like I already know what I was doing, and just felt like I didn't really need the extra boost, but I was severely wrong in my like judgment, and that also kind of led to me kind of getting carried away with what I initially wanted to make. Like, I feel like my ambition was also part of it, part of the thing that became like a kesulitan. Karena wait, okay, let me rephrase that sentence. In a way, I was very ambitious, but I also was running away from what I wanted to make, because grief is not an easy feeling to process, and to put yourself willingly into that situation was pretty hard for me. And so I tried to make this whimsical story where, oh, it's not going to be as bad as the reality, but you know, you can't really it doesn't really work that way, and it doesn't, for me, it doesn't even do the thing that it was meant to do, which is, you know,
Healing.
process my own feelings. So yeah, so that, like, I have a few issues with just letting myself feel and process at my own time.
Right. Totally understandable. What about Jasmine?
My project has like lots of issue, terutama it's also timeline. Since my timelines project itu kan kayak it's just only lasted for 4 months, and then I had to do like 8 chapters, and those each chapter has like 1,000 words, and I had to do that by myself, and then plus the prologue and epilogue, and there's just too much work to do. And then at first I was like planning to make a illustration in that novel, but then like I forgot about the timeline, and then I had to catch up with like the timeline, the chapters, and it was too much. And then basically I'm kind of like abusing my power and mentality for this project, but well, in the end it's kind of worth the rest, you know, but it's like lots of work to do.
I see. Okay. For the last question, we have dari kalian ada nggak pesan buat orang yang kira-kira sedang mengalami Prisoner of Incrementum?
Andrea, you kind of cut off earlier.
Oh, sorry. Buat this last question, ada pesan nggak dari kalian buat orang yang kira-kira sedang mengalami Prisoner of Incrementum?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So Prisoner of Incrementum, from the name, incrementum means growth, right? So our theme is people who have been sort of quote unquote imprisoned by the demand of growth. And you know, through my own like work, I've also realized this while doing while writing my actual like karya. It's like it's okay to take breaks, and it's okay to have just moments of stagnancy where you don't really necessarily have to be overly productive, or you don't have to be anything that you're not ready to be, if that makes sense. Because I, relating it back to my artwork, like it was meant to be a moment of stagnancy. Like my artwork is supposed to be that moment of stagnancy for me, but I also forced myself to grow like at a pace that I myself wasn't able to handle. And so I just became something that I wasn't, and I just became very ingenuine, and there was no actual growth that happened in that moment, because I was just trying to project a growth that never happened, you know? So yeah, so I feel like my message would be that it's okay to take a break, and it's okay to have moments of stillness, and moments where you're just not doing anything and just letting yourself breathe. I feel like those moments are very overlooked, but are so important to your overall growth. And you know, like
Balance it
overworking
out.
yourself, yeah, like overworking yourself is also gonna be super bad for you. So yeah, balance it out and just take a break.
Wow. Okay, what about the others? Ada pesan nggak dari kalian?
Aku kurang lebih sama. Wow. Aku kurang lebih sama kayak Sheikha sih. Don't really push yourself too hard karena kayak the point of growing itu kayak ya pertumbuhan dari diri sendiri gitu. So if you're forcing a growth, that's not necessarily a growth sih menurut aku. Jadi ya it's okay untuk kayak diam sebentar gitu, focus on the process. Tapi I just hope you don't use that excuse untuk kayak males-malesan gitu. Jadi ya balance it out. That's my message.
Last but not least, Jasmine.
So yeah, my answer is also the same as the two. But mine is like also about health as well. Just don't overwork yourself, because like overworking, it's also kind of like draining your mental stability and then like your physical, if you do physical activities, because like while in mid working, you feel like you're gonna be depressed, and then all of your negativity will like drowning you into like this deep hole of like it feels like insecurities and then like helplessness and then worthlessness. So I feel like that's all because like overworking and also stress. So I suggest like don't overwork yourself, because like you also need to take care of your health and mental, because like I'm also been like overworking for this project. And also another thing, my project is not really that relatable with the Prisoner of Incrementum. So yeah.
All right. So the artist talk for this session is over, but we're gonna open so untuk pengunjung boleh dipersilahkan komen di kolom atau unmute. And yeah, sebelumnya ada salam dan pertanyaan lagi di YouTube atas nama Oh My Game. The question is this: another interesting artist talk, batch 7. Want to ask to all the artists, how do you guys/girls feel after doing this online exhibition? I think this could apply to like all of the artists. So if Ibam and Kiara or Nefira wants to answer, you're welcome to.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I didn't really do my best di proyek ini. Aku kayak masih ada banyak kekurangan. Jadi ya yet again, I feel like aku masih kayak harus banyak yang dikembangkan gitu. Jadi I'm proud, but like not really. That's how I feel.
Halo, mau izin aja boleh? Andrea, suaranya di mute ya?
Halo?
Ya, mau nanya boleh? Teman-teman
Boleh.
udah setuju? Boleh ya. Thank you udah ngerjain ini dengan susah payah. Aku tahu ini pasti nggak mudah buat kalian semua. Harus online dan kita sampai harus ketemu kemarin di Sindur gitu. Maaf juga tadi telat karena ada gladi resik bareng buat batch 6. Aku mau nanya ke Kaira sih. Kaira, gimana caranya kamu tetap bisa ngikutin teman-teman yang dari art, padahal kamu dari science? How you keep up with your friends who is from art?
Kayak aku nggak terlalu ngerti sih kayak apa sih maksudnya keep up tuh gimana ya? Maksudnya I get along gitu sama anak art atau gimana?
Bukan. Gimana caranya kamu tetap bisa prepare pameranmu dengan baik, walaupun mungkin kelihatannya kamu beda sendiri nih. Apa yang kamu pamerin?
Aku nggak terlalu tahu ya apa yang maksudnya yang udah aku presentasiin tuh kayak emang baik gitu sebagai anak yang berbeda pelajarannya. But I think sih what I did sih kayak ya normal aja gitu, kayak I ask for feedback, but this time aku minta feedbacknya tuh sama dari sisi art dan sisi science. Makanya kalau misalnya aku mungkin aku mediumnya tetap makalah, mungkin I don't think it will be as good as this, if that's what you call good. Ya aku minta feedback tuh kayak range-nya gede gitu. Aku minta feedback dari Kak Vivi, dari Pak Bari, dari Kak Gian, dan bahkan kayak guru sekolah aku dulu. Terus aku minta sama Kak Selma, sama Kak Richard juga, terus sama siapa lagi ya, Bu Mira juga kalau nggak salah. Ya, I think that's the key sih untuk gimana bisa kayak baik gitu, karena aku mendapat feedback yang banyak.
Oke, thank you. Itu aja dari aku. Makasih ya, teman-teman B7, semangat.
Oke, let's move on to another question. Ada pertanyaan lagi dari YouTube live comment atas nama KX Rachi. I think this also applies for any of the artists if you want to answer. Do you want to do a project like this again in the future?
No, it's very tiring. Aku pengen ganti dari tulisan ke yang lain sih. I want to do something yang lebih praktikal gitu.
Oke. Yang lain gimana?
I think I might do another one, like, but I just need to extend the timeline. That's all.
For me, I'm definitely interested in like the storytelling aspect, so I'll probably like I'll probably stick with writing, but maybe expand my visual medium from like illustration to, I don't know, animation, because I've also recently been getting interested in like animation and storytelling through animation. So maybe I'll more so bring over the storytelling aspect to like different mediums.
Cool. Does anyone else here have any comment or pertanyaan lain, maybe?
Good job, guys.
Makasih, Pak.
Do we have other questions or feedbacks for these artists' artworks? Oke, kalau nggak ada, kita move on aja ya ke sesi selanjutnya. Okay, for the next session, we're gonna move on to cabang medium jualan. We have Ibam and Kiara and Nefira. Welcome. And for the moderator for this session, it's gonna be Kyra. So, dipersilakan.
Ya, jadi welcome lagi ke Artist Talk yang sesi berikutnya. Jadi ini sesi jualan. Bisa perkenalkan diri, mungkin mulai dari siapa? Kiara, maybe.
Hi. Hello, my name is Kiara, and and my project is Control Z, where me and Imam collaborate to make shirts.
Oke, mungkin Ibam mau ngejelasin sesuatu yang lain.
Hello, I'm Ibam. I'm the one other half of the two members of Control Z. Yeah. Am I supposed to say like what it is? Or?
Like maybe ada tambahan gitu, like your own opinion on something? No?
No, I'll probably tell about the project, more the details on later on. But for now,
okay. I forgot ada Nefira. Nefira mungkin bisa memperkenalkan diri. Nevira.
Hai. Hai, perkenalkan nama aku Nevi. Aku murid dari Erudio dari batch 7. Aku menjual barang di Tokopedia. Lebih sering sebutnya itu namanya reseller. Jadi di Tokopedia itu aku jual fitness, skincare, dan sebagainya. Jadi di project aku itu aku jual banyak barang kayak jaket, kaos, skincare. Sedangkan aku membuka toko aku itu setiap hari jam 6 pagi sampai tutup jam 9 malam. Jadi aku seperti membungkus paket sendirian, lalu aku mengantarkan paket ke kurir terkenal seperti Sebuah, Wahana, JNE, dan JNT untuk mengirimkan paket sudah ditentukan ke pembeli dan mengirimkannya itu ke alamat rumah pembeli. Itu saja aku sampaikan.
Oke, jadi jualan ya. Habis itu we're beginning on the questions. Kalian bisa ceritakan sedikit nggak tentang background karya kalian untuk pameran ini? Untuk pameran untuk karya ini, kalian backgroundnya gimana? Bisa mulai dari siapa aja? I don't know, maybe Ibam.
All right. So since my project is a collaboration, my artwork is my own merch, which is like we made a total of 4 merchandise. This is one of them. Garrett's wearing hers. So what was it like the background of artwork? What was the question? Sorry.
Yeah, the background kayak what's the process of you making this gitu, kayak latar belakang kalian. Yeah.
Started off with me having fun in an illustration class, finding out that making merch is actually pretty fun. So I decided to make that as a project and decided that collabing was also an option since I didn't really know what I was doing. So I decided to collab with another person who was also making merchandise at the time, which was Kiara. So yes, the artwork is just what I usually draw, doodles in my own style. Same goes with, the other one, which is you can see in the website. So yes.
Okay, mungkin Kiara, you have like a different background to Ibam or something, or do you want to add something?
Yes, I do. But for me, it originated from me wanting to create keychains, but I just started procrastinating and until 2021, until Ibam suddenly texted me and we were like, hey, we should collaborate. And I was like, yeah. And my shirts are, it consists of my original characters because I like drawing my characters and I want more people to pay more attention to them. So yeah.
Jadi awalnya bukan collab ya, awalnya you're by yourself.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oke, Nevira mungkin background kamu tentang karya kamu?
Kalau background, aku sengaja menjual barang apa saja aku jual itu online karena kalau tetap muka dengan banyak orang jadi repot. Sehingga aku memutuskan untuk berjualan di online supaya aku tidak repot mengirimkan barang di Tokopedia. Nah, itu saja aku sampaikan.
Oke. Next question. Kalian bisa menceritakan tentang proses memilih isu karya kalian nggak? Kayak proses brainstorming kalian, mulai dari maybe I don't know, Kiara or Ibam, you guys pick. Kiara or Ibam? Kiara maybe?
Hi, sorry, what was the question?
What's your brainstorming process?
Of my project?
Yeah, your project.
Well, all we really did was try brainstorm stuff like our brand name Control C, which is the name Control Z is like supposed to be a digital art thing because a lot of digital artists use the Control Z button, which is like undo, you know. So we also like brainstormed like our shirt designs, and again we just wanted to draw whatever we wanted to and stuff like that. Ivan, do you want to explain the rest?
So the shirt designs are just what we usually draw. Like Kiara's shirt designs are just hero C's, and mine are just whatever I draw. Like what's showing on the screen right now, I just usually paint astronaut and stuff, and also doodling. So that's that about the designing of the shirt part. Same goes with the mats because they're basically the same design. Maybe I can talk about the logo a bit, which is just it was brainstormed in visual communication class where we were basically taught how to make a brand. And so the logo was aimed to be just simple and to be round since we needed a profile picture. And the undo arrow thing button that you're seeing on screen right now, that's a logo, is Control Z as a shortcut. That's yeah, that was the part of the name. So yes.
I have a question untuk artwork yang kalian gambar ini di kayak merch kalian. Do you consider it like out of your comfort zone? Not really ya, karena kan tadi kalian bilangnya what we usually do, so you wouldn't really call it out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, it's not really out of out of my comfort zone. I don't know for you.
No, this is what I usually draw. What was out of the comfort zone was the selling part actually. So it's that.
Yeah.
The what part?
The selling
The
part.
selling part.
The part where we have to
yeah.
search for printers and stuff and handling money. That was the uncharted territory for us. We both didn't know what we were doing. So
yeah. To be honest, emang itu kayak baru untuk kayak mayoritas of batch students. Navira, what do you have? Apa sih? Do you have something to tell about like your brainstorming kamu? Ada yang bisa diceritakan? Proses kamu memilih isu gitu loh. Kenapa kamu bisa memilih apa yang kamu pilih sekarang sebagai
Jadi penyebab dan alasan aku brainstorming tentang orang cepat aku jual itu karena aku emang suka pakai skincare, kayak pakai kayak pakai sheet mask. Jadi aku memutuskan tahun lalu sampai tahun ini aku menjual banyak skincare di Tokopedia. Teman, sepupu, cewek, atau cowok, siapa aja, cocok banget untuk datang ke toko aku untuk memilih sheet mask, makeup, atau barang apa saja penjual di Tokopedia. Jadi untuk brainstorming udah itu aja alasannya. Seperti aku kasih tahu, maksudnya seperti aku kasih tahu tadi, karena aku emang suka pakai sheet mask, jadi aku putusin jual sheet mask di online shop di Tokopedia.
Udah?
Iya, udah itu aja.
Okay. Next question. How was your overall experience gitu? Kalian tuh, pengalaman kalian untuk pas membuat karya ini tuh gimana? Bisa dimulai ceritakan maybe from Navira?
Kalau kayak aku, dari apa aja aku pelajarin dari Tokopedia itu, jadi untuk pertama kalinya aku live streaming di Tokopedia, video aku itu dihapus otomatis oleh Tokopedia karena aku tidak ikutin persyaratan, udah ditentuin sama Tokopedia. Jadi aku usahain ikutin persyaratan di Tokopedia. Lalu di project aku tunjukkan ini ada cara proses aku, dari cara aku menerima paket sudah ditentukan oleh pembeli, lalu aku bungkus paket, aku naik Grab kayak ojek seperti mobil, motor sendirian ke wahana, JNE, Korea, dan sebagainya untuk mengirimkan paket sudah ditentukan oleh pembeli alamat rumah pembeli. Udah itu aja aku sampaikan ke siapa aja.
Yeah. Okay. Next, Ibam, how was your overall experience?
The designing part was pretty fun, actually. I made a lot of variants, probably too much. And the selling part was the tiring part, which we had to learn a lot more, and we had to note down certain data that were really important. So yeah, that part was way more tiring and way less fun than designing part. That is my experience.
Okay. Kiara, maybe you have something other than Ibam, gitu? Your personal experience?
It's kind of the same as Evam's. Like the whole project was like a mix between this is so exciting and oh no, this is very tiring. And it's like the designing part was the most fun part because I got to design my characters in the shirts. And yeah, the selling part is oh no, no.
Pas kalian desain, kalian ketemuan apa kalian tetap online?
We did it online.
Jadi semuanya digital ya, nggak ada yang, maksudnya gambar itu langsung digital gitu ya? Ya?
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question. Do you have, kalian ada yang kesusahan gitu nggak di tengah bikin proyek kalian? There's some hardships you face gitu kayak, ya. Mulai dari Kiara lagi.
Well, as I said, the selling part was really hard, but also we kept procrastinating, which wasn't fun, and sometimes we'd like stay like we didn't stay on schedule, and we had to make new schedules all the time, and that yeah.
Yeah. If you were to pick, lebih procrastinate yang mana, you or Ibam?
I think it would be me.
It's you.
It's just a gut feeling I have.
Ibam, maybe you have your own hardships to face.
Well, yeah, we procrastinated a lot, and like Kiara said, we had to push back some schedules. And personally, I had certain periods where I kind of didn't like working on it. So, and I had to just stop and didn't really want to work on it anymore. Even though there were times where I didn't like it and I had to work on it just to keep track on the schedule. But the hardships, yeah, those parts. And also discussing about things that was not planned, that suddenly came up. We didn't really know about it until we had to. Like things mostly about the delivery system. So that's that. That was we kind of panicked, and we had to ask people.
So it was quite messy, yeah.
Yeah, it was really messy. Yes.
Do you think we also think Kiara yang lebih procrastinate, or do you think you yang lebih procrastinate?
What kind of question is that?
Yeah, I should know.
I think we both procrastinate equally as much.
Nafira, Nafira, mungkin kamu ada kesulitan nggak dengan membuat proyek kamu, dengan penjualan kamu?
Kalau kesulitan sering banget, kayak waktu itu aku dapat pesanan dari pembeli, aku disuruh pembeli aku untuk mengirimkan barang ke Korea Wahana. Jadi aku kepaksa kirimin barangnya itu kayak abis maghrib atau isya. Jadi aku sama teman cowok aku namanya Martin, aku sama Martin namanya rame berdua itu cari Korea Wahana udah malam. Jadi itu udah sepi banget, tapi kayak aku bersyukur banget dia bisa temuin Korea Wahana udah malam, soalnya wahana itu ditutup dari jam 6 pagi. Maksudnya itu Koreanya itu udah ditutup jam 8 malam. Jadi aku sama dia udah temuin Korea Wahana pemiliknya. Jadi pemilik wahananya itu mau terima paket aku dengan baik. Jadi paket aku udah nggak dibatalin otomatis sama Tokopedia. Soalnya kalau dibatalin otomatis Tokopedia, kesananya itu jadi repot sama harus bertanggung jawab sama perbuatan aku sendirian di Tokopedia. Karena aku jualnya itu sendirian, bukan kayak rame-rame sama banyak orang.
Jadi kesulitannya lebih kayak ke Tokopedia-nya gitu ya.
Iya.
Next question, apa yang udah ada pertanyaan dari Kak Richard?
Halo, mau nanya ke siapa? Ibam ya? Ibam sama Control Z siapa? Ibam sama Ciara ya? Betul?
Iya, ya.
Iya, Bang sama Ciara.
Kan fungsi dari Control Z tuh undo something ya. And then, iya dong, iya kan Control Z itu adalah we trying to get back something yang mungkin sudah hal yang salah gitu, dan kita coba kembalikan gitu. Nah, gimana kalian memaknai si tema kalian sendiri untuk tidak terjebak dalam incrementum, tapi malah belajar dari kesalahan yang ada di belakang gitu. So, it's just the meaning of Control Z, right? No, Ciara langsung geleng-geleng.
Okay, wait, who answered first? Okay, me. All right. So Control Z, we picked that name without really thinking much about it. It was more of a, this is a digital thing. Thanks for giving meaning to a meaningless logo, by the way. Not completely meaningless, but seems really interesting how you look at it. But Control Z was more of a like, oh yeah, we use digital medium, and Control Z is a thing that happens a lot, and we could put both of our usernames names on the title, and it looks cool. So we didn't. I'm so sorry.
We just
sorry
like
if
the
you're.
vibe. We just like the vibe of it.
I'm so sorry if you're not amused by that answer, but I don't want to lie. Thanks for asking.
Oke, jadi sebenarnya you think it look cool ya? Oke. Nah, Vira, kamu ada yang mau kamu refleksikan nggak dari proyek ini? Ada yang bisa kamu omongin ke diri kamu sendiri nggak?
Iya, kalau tentang ini sih gimana ya? Kalau untuk refleksi diri sendiri itu aku udah usahain aku bungkus balas chat di Tokopedia sebisa aku, karena saat di Tokopedia kondisi aku saat ini, saat aku sedang diturunin oleh Tokopedia otomatis, jadi aku lagi cari cara kayak mikirin supaya saat aku dinaikin semua Tokopedia supaya semakin dikenal banyak orang. Karena aku semenjak awal tahun ini aku udah coba live streaming di Tokopedia supaya toko aku dikenal banyak orang Indonesia. Jadi aku masih kebingungan caranya supaya barang aku laku sekali dan dibeli oleh orang lain. Itu aja sih.
Oke. Mungkin Ciara, do you have something to say to yourself? Maksudnya kayak refleksi diri.
Hello, sorry, what was the question?
Apa yang bisa kamu refleksikan dari proyek ini? Something to say to yourself.
Stop procrastinating. Do your work.
Itu aja.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Oke. Kalau Ibam, mungkin?
Next time you pick a project, pick one that you like. So.
We don't really like this one?
No, I just didn't expect it to be this.
Wow, Ivan, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Ivan?
No, the selling part was the one that was not that fun. But yeah. So it's done now, so.
Oh, jadi you wouldn't really mau kayak jual-jualan lagi ya for the
No,
future
bro,
gitu.
I wouldn't do this again. Kiara, I'm pretty sure wouldn't do this as well.
Okay.
I'm kidding, I don't know.
If I try my best, I could.
Oke. Terakhir, sebelum menutup acara ini, kita akan membuka sesi Q&A. Tapi sebelum itu tadi ada salam dari YouTube live comment dari username Jess. He said you guys are cool. Terus dia melanjutkan dengan kata epic gitu katanya. Oke, penonton Bapak Ibu, Kakak, Adik, jika ingin bertanya bisa unmute atau mungkin di chatroom bertanya.
Kaira, aku boleh nanya?
Iya.
Oke, aku mau nanya ke ketiga-tiganya sih, ke Ibam, ke Kiara, dan ke Nevira. Kira-kira dari proses kalian berkarya nih, ada yang mungkin 6 bulan, ada yang mungkin 1 tahun gitu. Proses apa sih yang paling menyenangkan, dan proses apa yang mungkin menurut kalian itu cukup challenging gitu buat kalian? Terima kasih.
Ya. Siapa yang mau jawab duluan?
I can go first.
Okay.
The most fun, right? And the most challenging?
Yeah.
Most fun. Well, I already answered this. Well, just designing the merchandise was the most fun. So,
Yeah.
yes. And also, actually, looking back, the branding part was also fun. Playing with colors and logos, that was pretty fun. Most
Jadi
challenging part.
Ke artnya yang paling fun.
Yes.
Kiara, is your answer the same as Ibam, or do you have something to say?
Kind of the same, but I also like revising the designs as well, since we had lots of sketches and we did a survey to do it, and we had feedbacks to improve our designs more, and I was like, oh, that's really good feedback, and I really like trying to improve my designs more. So yeah.
Nevira?
Ya.
Di proses kamu bikin penjualan ini, yang paling seru buat kamu apa? Yang paling tidak menyenangkan buat kamu apa? Ada nggak?
Kalau untuk proses paling menyenangkan itu waktu aku lagi antarin paket sendirian sama tukang Grab. Soalnya aku dari tahun lalu tahun ini aku udah sering diantarin sama tukang Grab cowok. Jadi aku gak kesepian bisa diajak ngobrol sama orangnya. Itu yang aku suka. Sedangkan kalau gak aku suka itu aku kayak apa ya, waktu aku lagi lihat-lihat barang udah ditentuin sama pembeli aku itu, pembeli kasih tahu ke aku kalau ada kendala di toko online shop, jadi aku disuruh sama orangnya betulin toko aku. Jadi itu aja sih kendala di toko aku. Soalnya di online shop aku jual sendirian, bukan dibantu sama siapa aja. Jadi itu emang repot banget.
Oh, oke. Ini ada pertanyaan dari chatroom dari Kak Davi Arzika. Boleh?
Halo. Halo.
Halo, Kak.
Kedengeran ya?
Kedengeran, Kak.
Sorry lah kalau berantakan belakang saya ya.
Ya.
Mau nanya dong, itu karakter dari mulai brand color-nya, kemudian karakter-karakter yang ada di Control Z, itu tuh ada filosofinya nggak tuh di belakangnya ya? Ada kenapa dibuat seperti itu gitu loh karakternya? Kenapa memilih karakter yang style-nya seperti itu gitu? Alasannya apa?
Hello.
Kedengeran ya?
Yes, I can hear you. But again, I just wanted to draw my OCs for fun because I really like them and I want people and I want people to like buy like content of my characters, and
Oke.
yeah, and yeah.
Oke. Oke, jadi kamu buat itu
Keep
bukan
on,
karena
sir.
kamu lihat karakter kamu itu populer gitu ya, bukan karena itu banyak disukai orang juga, tapi karena kamu lebih, ya itu karakter tuh bener-bener kamu suka gitu. Begitu bukan, Ri?
Yes.
Oke.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oke. Paham.
Oh, am I gonna answer now?
Yes.
Your turn.
Wow. Okay, so the meaning behind my artworks, well, it doesn't really have that deep of a meaning, other than it's just what I usually draw. Things like
Oke.
this, it's just a doodle of art supplies, meaning that I just really like art and stuff. So yeah, on surface level, it's just that I don't really have much of a deeper meaning. But the astronaut one, also same goes with that. I was just playing around with colors and stuff, so trying to make it look interesting. That's most of it. Yeah, that's just it. So.
Oh, oke, cool. Oke, thank you.
Terima kasih Kak David pertanyaannya.
Yeah, that's it.
Apakah ada pertanyaan lain?
I have one for Ibam and Chiata.
Yes, ini dari Jetro ya?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, in general, do you have like any tips for everyone who's like watching probably later anyone's going to watch the live again? Do you like have like any tips when it comes to collaborating in any type of project? Any like advices or something?
No, I don't have any tips aside from collaborate with someone you're familiar with. Because if you collaborate with someone you don't like, then that's just gonna end badly.
My answer just same goes with Kiara. Just collaborate with someone that you actually feel comfortable talking to, since you're gonna be working with that person the whole way through. So yeah, just find someone who you're really familiar with and who you really just know about, and it's really easy to talk to them. So that's that.
Okay, thanks for answering the question.
Ada pertanyaan lain? Dari Kak Siva ya?
Halo, aku mau nanya lagi, tapi ke Nevira sih. Kayaknya kalau ke Yara sama Kibam, Kak Siva udah sering nanya. Nevira kan tadi Kak Siva sempat dengar pingin bikin project ini karena suka skincare gitu ya. Kira-kira Nevi ada kepikiran kah untuk untuk membuat skincare tapi tidak hanya sheet mask aja atau hanya masker aja?
Kalau itu aku tidak kepikiran sama sekali untuk membuat skincare karena aku takut disalahkan oleh pembeli aku kalau pembeli aku membeli skincare buatan aku sendirian. Jadi aku memutuskan untuk membeli barang di Shopee, lalu aku menjualnya lagi di Tokopedia. Sedangkan untuk di Instagram aku promosi di Instagram setiap hari atau kadang-kadang aja supaya lebih aman dan cepet saya skincare aku jual. Kayak skincare terjual sama terkenalnya itu aku beli kayak Gloria, Innisfree, Natural Republic, sama wadah Kaktumas. Udah itu aja skincare aku jual dan mereknya.
Oke, thank you Nevira.
Ya, sama-sama.
Oke. Apa ada pertanyaan lain? Dari Kak Davi lagi.
Halo.
Iya.
Sorry lo nanya lagi.
Iya.
Tadi kan kalian ngomong gitu ya tentang procrastination ya. Nah, ingin nanya ya, sebenarnya itu kan di dunia seperti kalian tuh kan bukan suatu yang ini ya, sebenarnya bukan suatu yang aneh gitu ya. Nah kebanyakan tuh karena aku tahu kalian berdua gitu ya, itu kan terkadang bukan karena males juga gitu. Ada sebagian artis yang menunda-nunda pekerjaan itu bukan karena males, tapi karena final artwork-nya tuh nggak sesuai dengan ekspektasi mereka, terus mereka buat lagi, tapi nggak ini juga, akhirnya nggak tepat waktu gitu ya, delay gitu loh akhirnya nggak dikerjakan juga. Kan banyak mungkin teman kalian seperti itu ya, atau mungkin kalian pernah mengalami hal seperti itu ya. Jadi ideal kalian tuh nggak ketemu lah gitu ya, akhirnya kalian shutdown itu project dan akhirnya nggak jadi kan. Kayaknya yang kayak gitu tuh banyak. Nah kalian kan nggak seperti itu ya. Nah pernah nggak kalian ada pada titik seperti itu, kalian udah mau, udahlah ini kayaknya nggak bisa dikerjakan lagi gitu. Bukan karena kalian males, tapi karena ini hasil akhirnya tuh nggak sesuai dengan harapan kalian gitu. Nah kalau kalian pernah melewati fase itu, nah mungkin kalian bisa share tuh tips and trick buat kawan-kawan yang lain gitu. Karena pada akhirnya nih kalian kan selesai gitu ya mengerjakannya gitu. Kayak gitu aja sih.
Ya mungkin Ibam atau Kiara mau jawab.
So about a phase of to the point of almost ending the project. I don't think we've ever had that kind of period where we were really just we hated our artworks. I kind of liked my designs. I don't know about Kiara, but my designs were the one I kind of do like, so I just kept going with it. So I can't really give any tips about that. Sorry, I didn't really go to that.
It's not the phase of like I want to quit. I want to stop this project. I thought about it once and I like quickly realized, I don't want to get rid of this project. I kind of want to continue it. It was that thought just came up to mind because I was just really tired and burnt out from a lot of things, not just like school, but like there were some things happening in my personal life, and I was like, I want this to stop, but I don't really know how I like overcame it. I think that how I just what's the word like finally like worked on the project is because Ibam like kept posting meetings and I was like they're kind of fun, so I thought they were like really fun and I was like okay, I'll keep doing this, and yeah.
Oh, oke. Apakah sudah terjawab?
Yes, oke, udah. Oke, jadi peranan teman penting banget ya.
Oke. Ada pertanyaan lagi di chatroom dari Mone. To control Z, how do you guys maintain your teamwork and communication, especially during the pandemic, where talking face-to-face is rare these days? They want to know about your communication. How do you guys do it? Maybe from Kiara? Yeah.
Well, we're active on Instagram and Discord, and we usually like talk in Instagram as well. And sometimes we like post like random call sessions on Discord, like in a server we're into. And also, how we manage to do the teamwork is friendship.
Yeah. Is that it? Is that your answer?
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Ibam jawabannya sama Kiara.
Yeah, basically the same, because we already talk despite not meeting, because there's Discord and Instagram and all these things. It's pretty easy to just talk. So when you want to conduct meetings, we just like, hey, can we talk? Can we call? And then like, yeah, what time? And then we just hop on the server call. So that's that. It's pretty easy to just talk these days.
Okay. Ada pertanyaan dari Indonesia, caranya gimana Ibam sama Ciara jualan online rame-rame kayak promosi kalian tuh, kalian promosi bareng di Instagram atau gimana?
So about promotion, ya promosinya di Instagram the main one. Kita promosi gitu kayak kita buat katalog dan lain-lain. Mulai dari teaser terus ada post-post merujuk pada launching. And also you also put the catalogs there and also the Shopee link and all the information that is needed to buy the product. So yeah, we mostly use Instagram for promotion and we ask our friends to promote it. We promote it in our own Instagram stories. We made a new account and all that. So yeah.
Dari Igamamoto, saya mau tanya. Kak Igamamoto mau bertanya, silakan. Mungkin di chatroom atau unmute.
Halo?
Halo, ya.
Ya, halo. Ini saya mau ngasih pertanyaan sama Kiara sama Ibam. Kalian itu kenapa suka dengan art dan ada nggak sih inspirasi kalian dari membuat karya-karya ini tuh siapa atau dari mana gitu? Dengeran nggak?
Yes, we can hear you. And for me, I just like doing art because it's fun, and I usually do artworks like all the time. Like when I'm feeling good, I'm just like drawing like characters or something, or like a fan art of series I like.
Anime?
Yes.
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 Of course.
And I don't know. I guess like art is just like fun to do, and it's also like a bit of a stress relief for me. So yeah.
Okay. How about Ibam?
So yeah, I also like drawing and painting because it's fun, and there's a lot of inspiration out there that I really, and a lot of artists that I look up to. So do you want me to mention names?
Yeah.
Vex, if you search in YouTube.
No.
You know who that is?
No.
Okay,
Siapa?
Vex. Yeah, I'll tape it maybe, and a lot of other people as well. So they, their art looks really cool, and I wanted to draw like them. And when I do like make something cool, it is quite fun and amusing to do. So yes.
Okay, thank you.
Oke, sepertinya sudah terjawab. Apakah ada pertanyaan lain? Sepertinya nggak ada pertanyaan ya. Baik, dengan jawaban itu kita akan menutup acara Artist Talk. Dari Kasifa bilang selamat untuk Nevira, Kiara, dan Ibam. Keep up guys, kata Kak Igamamoto. Yeah, people are congratulating.
Thank you. As a thank you gift, I made this. Yay.
Ya. Baik, dengan jawaban itu kita akan menutup acara Artist Talk untuk hari ini. Terima kasih untuk semua pengunjung yang sudah datang ke YouTube Live kami dan sudah datang ke Zoom-nya. Silakan untuk melihat karya batch 7 yang lain. Sekian, sampai jumpa di Artist Talk yang terakhir. Sampai jumpa untuk Artist Talk ini, Artist Talk yang terakhir. Dari Alfa Arzika, congratulations on your exhibition. Ya. Terima kasih sudah datang ke Artist Talk